Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Hallowed Be Thy Game. Ren here, and if you're a fan of RPGs and general discussions about the games we all know and love, then you've definitely found a friend in this channel. I post at least once a week on topics from pickup videos, new releases, to just talking about the games that have reached hallowed status in my heart. So thank you so much for watching, and today I'm talking about 5 more games I want ported to the Switch. Let's check them out. Number 5, Sharon The Wanderer. This year I got my first real introduction into the roguelike genre with the fantastic Dead Cells game on Switch. Since then, I've been on the trail of finding older roguelike games. Sharon The Wanderer immediately popped up on my radar. I am so excited to try Sharon The Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, and the Dice of Fate for the Vita. What a mouthful. I have always been such a fan of this game's art style, and now is my chance to dive in and check these games out. I would love for the original Wii title, Sharon the Wanderer, to get a port on the Switch. The series kind of reminds me of my experience with the Ys games. I feel ashamed of how much time I have wasted in my life not playing the Ys series. And I'm beginning to think that this will be a similar experience with the Sharon games. This randomly generated roguelike adventure has such a breathtaking art style. I've mentioned it before, but some games just demand to have an art print put up on your game room wall. The combat looks simple enough and approachable. The animations in Sharon the Wanderer has my attention, and I'd love to have this sweet-looking crew wander their way over to the Switch. I am actively working on getting a recording set up for the Wii and GameCube, and when I get that to happen, I am going to definitely try this bad boy out. Though this game looks like it has a rather extreme difficulty spike, that's the beauty of a roguelike. They are perfect for those moments in your life when you feel like doing a lot of preparation in town, then head out and just see what kind of nightmares are waiting for you around the next turn. As of late, roguelikes have been making a ferocious comeback. There is a title releasing and improving on this formula daily, it feels like. I think it's a perfect time to revamp this classic and bust it free from the Wii and port this sucker over to the Switch. Number 4, Shimagami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. I have made it no secret that I have become a mega fan of the Atlas hit series, Persona and Shimagami Tensei. This year, I started with Persona 5 Royal and worked my way all through Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable, Shimagami Tensei 4, 4 Apocalypse, Nocturne, and then ended with Strange Journey. The system I use to emulate Nocturne on, though, definitely chugs on my laptop anymore. If it comes to it, then I will definitely just bite the bullet and have to emulate Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. But gosh, SMT Nocturne announcement for the Switch went about a month after I beat SMT Nocturne on the PCSX2. It was an incredible feeling playing the game. And Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 continue the press turn battle system. I know at this point on the channel, I am hammering this point harder than the golden hammer from Smash Brothers. But look, the press turn battle system is categorically my favorite turn-based combat system in all of RPGs. There are so many combat systems out there that I'm in love with, and I'll have to talk about them on the channel, but the idea of playing a dark and gritty SMT story with the juicy press turn battle system, well gang, I'm there. The characters look utterly unsettling with their iconic Kazuma Kaneko designs. This man, mwah. I really hope he makes a return to the series soon, because his art is both disturbing and alluring all in the same piece. The story has so many archetypes that bleed over into other Persona and SMT games that absolutely fascinate me. The idea of a cosmic egg and an indifferent creator satisfies that Lovecraftian, morose edgelord that is hiding in the deep recesses of my brain. This game has what some have referred to as the hardest secret boss in all of gaming. And well, my friends, that's the very same challenge that led me to SMT Nocturne. So in reality, I know that the challenge of saying I have bested what SMT fans call the most demanding boss would be very satisfying, or getting pummeled by it. Honestly, this past year has opened me up to so many new and exciting worlds as a gamer. I cannot wait to continue to dig into Atlus's back catalog of games as they continue to churn out those masterpieces. Number 3. Pandoras Tower. The Wii strikes again. This is definitely a game that has garnered some truly committed fans over the years since releasing in America in 2013. I love the concept and the story elements. Thank the sweet JRPG gods for Operation Rainfall, fighting tooth and nail to bring this game, Xenoblade Chronicles, and The Last Story to the US. Honestly, from everything I have seen about this game, it is easy to see why people fought so hard for it. I love the concept and story elements. And as I've gotten married and become a father, I begin to have an even deeper appreciation for epic stories that center around for fighting for our loved ones' safety. The character art style is phenomenal looking in this game, and even though I'm no stickler for graphics, I think it still looks good on the Wii. There's a mystical and eerie feeling from all the locations and people you see in this game. It immediately commands my attention. Repackaging this and making it an HD remaster would make the longtime fans hop on board and give a chance for all those Switch owners out there to play a very unique RPG on the Switch. I see games like No More Heroes doing well on the Switch, and it gives me hope that more Wii games will be given a chance to shine anew on the Switch. I am by no means a software genius, but I wonder if the Joy-Cons could be worked in a way to help facilitate some of the Wii motion controllers that were present in the original. To my knowledge, Pandora's Tower runs with the Wii Pro Controller, so it should in theory be possible to make it work with the Switch Pro Controller. But if it's possible, I would love to see what Nintendo could come up with the Joy-Cons in bringing this game back. Number 2. Sakura Wars, So Long My Love. I remember about a year ago, I stumbled across Sakura Wars for the Wii when I was looking up releases that had come out that I might have missed. This game is a really unique and kind of foreign blend of visual novel and combat. This game has always been in my mind, and I have wanted to play it for a very long time. After I played Persona 3 Portable on the Vita, I really noticed that the visual novel style to story presentation can work with the right developer presenting it. I have heard nothing but praise about this entry on the Wii and PS2. You know, Wii games are going up in price, and this is sadly one of those games that is just expensive enough that it would now be much easier for this game to just be ported to the Switch so we can all have access to it again. Also, the PS2 copy of this game is too spicy for my blood. I really think the climate is ready for this to be ported as well. The recent release of Sakura Wars on the PS4 was a soft reboot to the series, and it seemed to attract a lot more attention to the franchise. I think committing to this re-release would be fantastic. The combat looks so friggin' cool, and the social simulator portion of the game seems like it has all the elements that bring fan service to gamers. At the end of the day, it's another game with mechs in it, so let's make it happen, Sega. What a cool franchise, and I really hope more Wii games can make the porting cut for the Switch. Number 1. Final Fantasy XIV. Alright. I'll be the first to admit, this one is definitely a long shot. And you know what? Even in my gaming history video, I mentioned that I had to walk away from MMORPGs because they're just too demanding on my time. And you know what? I'll admit, I have a hard time gating how much I want to play them. However, hear me out. I heard a rumor once that Final Fantasy XIV could come to the Switch in potentially a cloud version of the game. Now, I know this game runs really well on the PS4, and the controller button mapping in 14 is the absolute best in any online MMO ever made. So really, all the pieces are in place for this to work, except we just have to figure out if the little old Switch can take all the heat. Maybe this will become a reality if the Switch Pro is ever a thing, but let me get back to my point. Final Fantasy XIV is, in my opinion, the best MMORPG on the market right now, and it's for a multitude of reasons. At the top of those reasons is the fact that this game can be played like a single player or co-op Final Fantasy. I will say that the story and gameplay of Final Fantasy XIV's expansion Heavensward is extremely arguable as one of the greatest Final Fantasies ever made. The main characters, you love them and you want them to survive. The ancillary characters, you love them and you want them to survive. Gah, the stakes get turned up to 11 in this game. The level design of the questing areas is so on point in the entire expansion. And you know what? All of the expansions add likable things to the story. And I heard Square has also recently revamped the questing and leveling system, and I would love to be able to check it out again. There would be so much to offer Switch fans by putting this game on there. Yoshi P is the freaking MVP of Final Fantasy. And this man has the heart of the fans at his utmost priority in any design choice he makes. I genuinely believe that it is because he loves his fans and he respects them. The man's a gamer, and Final Fantasy XIV is the penultimate example of what can happen when a game has a lead developer who can come in and make sure that their game is fun and that the fans know they are being listened to and taken seriously. Well, guys, there you have it. Another 5 games I want to see on the Switch. But let me know down in the comments what 5 games you want to see on the Switch. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can keep hanging out in the future. And until then, I'll see you next time.